And I thank the gentleman for yielding, and it is important that we have this vote today, and it is important that we vote to repeal this legislation. Let me be clear. I was for and supportive of reforming the healthcare system, but the law that was passed does not do what was necessary to be done. We heard from our constituents over and over again in the summer of 2009, don't mess up what we all have, and please do something to help us with costs. We ignored them on both counts. I'm troubled because of the drafting errors in this law. I'm troubled because we've had not a single oversight hearing in the 10 months since this law was passed. And I'm troubled because from the start, the government takeover of healthcare has provided numerous red flags to which Congress has not responded. Secret deals. What about the 5 groups of healthcare providers, doctors, insurance companies, medical device manufacturers, drug companies, who are all invited down to the White House, along with the labor union, to kind of come up with some ideas for healthcare reform? They came out to the Rose Garden and said, we saved $2 trillion. I simply asked for that information in a committee hearing and was denied. $2 trillion in savings, and I'm asked to believe that no one wrote anything down. This was not transparency. This was a photo op. How could we ever be able to expect it to be legislators if we're not even knowing that the ending was written before the bill was on the floor? The president promised the American people that there would be open hearings and meetings that would be televised on C-SPAN, but that didn't happen. Amendment after amendment was offered in committee. Some were in fact accepted by Chairman Waxman and the Democrats, but then the bill went to the Speaker's office, and the Speaker, along with the White House, rewrote the bill. It doubled in size, it came to the floor, and it was pushed through. Why even have the committee hearings if Speaker Pelosi and the White House are going to rewrite the bill to suit their needs? Inattentive construction was all over the place in this legislation. The president kept saying, if you like what you have, you can keep it. But apparently that's only true for some people. Now, many people felt that members of Congress actually ought to take what they were forcing the American people to take. Ask for an additional 30 seconds.
Gentleman's time is
30 seconds.
Additional 30 seconds.
But in fact, that was not true. The members of Congress are required now to be covered under the exchange. Their staff is required to be covered under the exchange. But are there exemptions? Yes. Committee staff and senior leadership staff are not required to be covered under the exchanges. Neither are the White House occupants. It ought to be the same for everyone. These loopholes need to be closed. The difficulties in this bill are just too legion to mention, but if it could have fixed the problem, I would have been for it. But it is a destructive and pernicious blight, and the expansion of the federal debt truly does threaten the very fabric of our republic.
Gentleman's time has expired.